Hello everyone, this is the crypto stock investor, and in this video I'm going to talk about what's going on with the cryptocurrency market as a whole. And it's just a somewhat getting to be a dire situation. So I'm a hardline voluntarist, okay? And so being a hardline voluntarist and seeing all these people accepting cryptocurrencies and creating their own cryptocurrencies is something that I like to see, but at the same time there's all these scammers, okay? So like 95, I would probably say 99% of the coins out there are just either crap or scams, okay? And so and the reason why there are scams and crap or crap coins, there's some that are kind of that fun coin that there's like that doggy coin or whatever, and that Trump coin. Yes, there's an actual Trump coin out there, but Trump coin and doggy coin are both like they'll be considered fun coins, which is kind of a joke, and it's kind of a joke about cryptocurrencies, more so with the doggy coin, but the whole idea that like in the YouTube space, there's I listen to this financial guy, and he's getting emails that because he talked a little bit about cryptocurrencies, and he has a kind of a decent following on YouTube, he's getting emails to promote these ICOs, so initial coin offering. And so it's fine if you want to pay someone to do it, but they're basically they're trying to get their personal numbers up, because if a big name is talking about it and suggesting to go into this cryptocurrency, you're gonna get a whole massive amount of people getting into it. So this person has over I don't really want to name the person, but has well over 75,000 subscribers, well over that, and he or she primarily talks about investments in general. And I'm being really vague because I want to keep that person. I don't want him to be associated with me necessarily, because he's not a hardline voluntarist like myself. But he basically said he's like, yeah, most of these are crap coins or scams, and he kind of delved into that. But the whole point of cryptocurrencies and the original intent of cryptocurrencies is to basically get the government out of our lives, okay? That's what my takeaway with when I heard about cryptocurrencies years ago. And then I was somewhat of a statist libertarian, so I still believed in the state back then, but in a very libertarian way. But the issue that I have, and then I made a switch over around this time last year that I'm a voluntarist. So not only last year I made the switch over, become a voluntarist, and if I made the switch over to be a voluntarist, like say in 2012 or after the 2012 elections, I might have got into cryptocurrencies back then, and would just be primarily, I would not be right, I would just be primarily spreading the message of voluntarists and voluntarism, and I'm just kind of disappointed with the fact that all these people are jumping in for the money and only there for the money, and not realizing that these coins are meant to be anti-government, and now all these scam. So this whole thing is going to be into over 90% of these coins are scams, so which makes the government gonna start regulating in the next 5 years. And I do not want government to regulate it, okay? I do not want government to regulate cryptocurrencies. Hands off. Hands off. If you make gains, sure, just tax it as a regular stock. But other than that, do not regulate it, because it will be impossible to regulate it. And there's so many ways that the government could regulate it, and I could go on I could have a whole series on how the government can regulate it in such a way that it will be almost impossible to not have cryptocurrencies, and like only official cryptocurrencies. So they might do Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ripple, especially Ripple, because Ripple is a bank coin, and that's why I'm not into crypto, the Ripple, because Ripple is a bank coin. That's why I'm gonna say it's a bank coin, okay? And the guy who the people who are behind that, they're sitting on millions and millions and millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars of valuation of Ripple. So that is kind of my concern with this whole thing, is that people are getting into it, and there's going to be a massive burn in the future. And people are going to be like, nope, I don't trust it, I don't trust it, I don't trust it. And the government says, hey, we are right, you shouldn't trust it. But at the same time, that's why you have to do your own research. And don't follow my advice in regards to, don't necessarily just follow my advice to the T necessarily, because, and that's kind of why I'm into 50% stocks and 50% cryptos. That's why I'm 50-50. I'm not 100% in cryptos. I don't want to be 100% in cryptos. I want to be 50% in stocks and 50% in cryptos. And those stocks are primarily monthly dividend oriented stocks. And so they're like kind of those safer those safe stocks to begin with. And so it kind of just frustrates me to see all these people, and we're kind of living the back in the 90s, where the .com bubble is the internet bubble back in 2001 happened. And so that's why I'm very concerned about the cryptocurrency market. I know there's got to be, like, in 10 to 15 years from now, there's going to be all fleshed out anyways, that the after this big run-up of cryptocurrencies, there's going to be a massive downturn eventually, and because of that downturn, over 90% of these cryptocurrencies are just going to go away. They're technically still exist, but they'll be more like penny stocks at that point, because they're going to be established. They're going to be established entities that is going to help regulate the market. Now, I don't mind the regulation and the market to be regulated, but not by the government. Okay, the government should stay out of the regulation part of any market. Okay, should just stay out and let the people do their own thing. And so, but there's got to be some kind of free market oriented regulation that we have. I don't know what that looks like, and I'm philosophically opposed to forcing anybody to do anything. That's why I'm so big on Monero, and that's why I'm so big on and Bitcoin Cash instead of Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash is a much better alternative to Bitcoin, because the established elite and the elites of our world wants Bitcoin to crash and burn so that Ripple can take it over. And if Ripple is able to take it over, it could theoretically be a big, huge win for the banks. And I do not want the banks and the government to, I don't mind them capitalizing, like the banks as a private entity, no, but the banks that are associated with the government, so these international banks, these huge national banks, are in some way connected to the government, and so not these like mom and pop banks or whatnot. They're not even in the game of up here, and so that's kind of why this is my biggest concern with the cryptocurrency market, and this is kind of my rant about why cryptocurrency market is going to crash and burn, and it's going to effectively hurt so many people, and they're going to be like, nope, I'm out of here. I'm never going to touch cryptocurrencies ever again. I don't want that necessarily to happen, but I know it will probably end up happening, and because of that, there's going to be massive push to regulate a decentralized system or decentralized systems in the cryptocurrency market. So that's all I have today. There's no tie today because I'm just kind of ranting about cryptocurrency market as a whole. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.